Hello, and welcome to the History DBQ workshop. Here's the source that we'll be looking at, and the 3 questions. First thing to note, the questions are worth 15 marks in total. And now, I'll give you about 3 minutes to read through the source yourself. If you want to skip ahead and get right to it, jump to the 3 minutes and 42 seconds mark on the video. Okay, and go! Alright, let's do this. First up is question A. How do we earn our 3 marks? We need to answer why, we need to use a clue, and we need to explain it. The why is our direct answer, and remember to quote from source A and explain the clue. What could we find from source A? Since question A is asking about the church, probably only this last point is relevant. This sentence is useful, and this one too. What are they saying? Telling church officials whether or not they can leave France sounds like he's trying to control them. And making his own permission more important than the Pope's sounds like he's disrespecting the Pope. Both of those more or less point to him disrespecting the church's authority. Okay, now let's try answering question A. Our direct answer will be this. The church felt discontent because Louis XIV disrespected its authority. And our clue and explanation is this. According to source A, he made it illegal for church officials to leave France without King Louis's permission. By controlling where church officials could go, Louis XIV disrespected the church's authority. See how we answered the why and provided a clue and also explained it? That should earn us our 3 marks. Now for question B, part 1. We need to answer the how and support our answer with 1 clue. Since the question is asking about political power, we probably can't use that church clue again. So let's look for political stuff. This point is okay. This one kind of okay. This one is okay. This one okay. Now, what are they saying? Made nobles live close to him and watch them sounds like he's spying on them. Look through their letters also sounds like he's spying on them. Stop them from having private armies sounds like he weakened their power. And raising up new nobles sounds like he's trying to make the nobility more loyal to him. Okay, let's answer the question. Our direct answer will be this. He strengthened his political power by spying on his nobles. And our clue will be this. According to source A, he made his nobles live close to the royal palace so he could watch what they did. And remember, because this is a support your answer type question, you don't need to explain the clue. Okay, question B, part 2. Think about the why and think about explaining the why using your own knowledge. I think the idea of divine right would be useful here. So here we go. Our direct answer will be, he would think this is acceptable because of the idea of divine right. And our explanation is that, according to my own knowledge, absolute monarchs like Louis XIV thought that God gave them the right to rule, so they did not need to respect the wishes of anyone or listen to anyone, such as the nobles. Now, for question C. We need to look at both benefit and harm, and we need to say if we agree or not. We need to explain our answer using both source A and our own knowledge. Now, since this is 8 marks, let's think hard about how to budget our answer. Let's split it 4 and 4, either 4 marks for source and 4 for our own knowledge, or 4 for benefit and 4 for harm. Either one is okay, but let's go with the second option. Now, let's look through the source and see what we can find. The first point sounds like harm, and the second one. The third one sounds like a benefit. The fourth could be both, and the fifth could be both too. Okay, now let's answer the question. First, I'm going to agree, and then I'll discuss benefits first. I'll say that according to source A, Louis XIV made it illegal for noblemen to have private armies. My explanation is that this was good for peace, since no private armies made war less likely. And according to my own knowledge, the absolute monarchs ruled firmly and put an end to the wars of religion, and this made Europe more peaceful. As for harm, according to source A, King Louis made sure that the church's laws were only legal in France with King Louis's permission, not the Pope's. My explanation is that this harmed the people's relationship with the church, since Louis tried to set himself above the church. And according to my own knowledge, the absolute monarchs believed in their divine right and so ruled harshly and refused to listen to the church, the nobles, and the people. So, how did we do? Let's see if we can check our answers. Question A, direct answer is clear, 1 mark, clue works, and explanation, 3 marks. Question B, part 1, direct answer is clear, 1 mark, clue is clear, 1 mark, 2 marks. Question B, part 2, direct answer is clear, explanation using own knowledge clear, 2 marks. Question C, benefit source clue is clear, explanation works 2. Own knowledge point works, explanation could be better though. Harm source clue is clear, explanation works, own knowledge point works, explanation works too. 7 or 8 marks because one of the benefit points was a bit weak. Anyway, hope that helps. Congratulations for sitting through a 10-minute history DBQ video, you nerd.